Well, good morning. This is Doug, if you didn't know, and I thought I would just come live again on Facebook. I don't know if anybody's watching these or if you're enjoying them. If you are, then drop me a note or go on to Facebook and just let us know. But it's obvious that we're all suffering from a little social withdrawal. Denise and I are in the house, and we're trying to avoid going out, but I'm sure many of you are missing interaction with others, so I thought maybe it would be good for me just to be on there and say hi each day. I looked at the video from yesterday and I couldn't believe who that old guy was. I looked like I was, I don't know, on the verge of something. But I thought I would begin maybe to dress. I thought maybe I should dress like a young guy. You know, it's really weird. The young guys, they don't wear a hat like this. They wear it like this. I don't get that. Neither do I get why young people now are wearing jeans that look as though they belong to old people. I guess I'm not as young as I used to be. In fact, I'm the oldest I've ever been. But I'm praying and hoping that all of you guys are doing okay. I don't know what's happening out there. I'm hoping that you're all doing well. I know we've got several people in the class who need prayer, and I sure hope you're praying. So last night I watched the church service, and if you're not watching, I encourage you to do so. Go to the Dream City Church website, and there's a link there to watch it live. Last night Pastor Luke gave a great message on the Lord being our refuge. And, you know, he told a story about how when he was younger, he and his brother, he and a friend were out on a deep sea fishing expedition, and I won't repeat his story. You can go watch it. But you know how guys are. We all like to up one another's stories, and he's told you a story about being on the ocean. I thought I'd tell you one. A number of years ago, we were in the Caribbean, and you know, I'm not a very good swimmer, but when you're in the Caribbean, you have to go out, and I got my flippers on and the whole 9 yards, and I'm swimming out, and out a little way from the beach, there was kind of a coral, I won't say a reef, but an area of coral. And I swam out there, and before I knew what had happened, I'd gone from the deeper water over to this much shallower water that was just covering coral. And before I knew what was happened, every time that the waves went up, I was fine. But when the waves came down, I landed with a crunch on this coral below. And all of a sudden, I realized I was in trouble. Now, you know, when you're at times like that, you begin to get desperate, and you can easily begin to start making promises to God. In fact, I know Bruce in our class told me that when he was in hospital, he made some promises to God. But I don't know if I made any promises to God. I can't remember, but I do remember feeling desperate and thinking, how am I going to get back? What am I going to do? And in the midst of all of that confusion, and in the midst of me feeling tense, right just by my ear, a guy said, "Would you like one of these?" And I turned around, and this Jamaican guy, whatever he was, there in a little boat, and he's right by the side of me. And I remember basically saying, kind of like, "I'll buy anything, just get me off of this coral." And it just made me realize that no matter what situation you're in, how impossible it may look, the Lord is right there by the side of you. He can just have that answer to prayer in ways that you didn't anticipate. I don't know what I anticipated, but I know I was in trouble. And I know that when I cry to the Lord, he's going to be there. Psalm 61, hear my cry, O God, attend to my prayer. From the end of the earth I will cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. So that's my word to you today. In the midst of everything that's going on, with every time you turn on the news, there's some new statistic or there's some new advice, probably contradicting the advice you got yesterday. But in the middle of that, when your heart is overwhelmed, remember what the word says, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. I was talking to Christy yesterday, and she told me that she had read from the Message Bible about Psalm 91, and it so fit in with what Pastor Luke said last night. Christy, you'll excuse me, but I want to read the two verses you read to me from Psalm 91, and I want to read it to you guys this morning. Psalm 91 verse 2, say this, God, you are my refuge. I trust in you and I'm safe. I love that, and I'm safe. And isn't that what we all want in the midst of this confusion, in the midst of everything else? You can have the assurance that no matter what happens, the Lord's right there. Even if you're floundering on the rocks, on the coral, things look pretty bad, He's right there. And He can provide a miracle in ways you didn't anticipate. Verse 3 says, that's right. He rescues you from hidden traps and shields you from deadly hazards. And if ever there was a day we need shielding from deadly hazards, it's today. So my prayer is one of protection. My prayer is that you'll have peace, that you'll have comfort, that you'll feel His presence right there in the room with you. And be sure to reach out to somebody today. I know that I've felt maybe a little discombobulated, not able to go out, not able to do the things that we normally do. So today I'm reaching out to you, and I encourage you to reach out to somebody else. Tell them that they're loved. Tell them that the Lord is in control. Tell them that He is our rock. He is a rock and a refuge for them today. So God bless you. Be sure and drop me a note if you're watching these. And I don't know, may do it every day, may not. But just know you're loved and missed. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.